Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it usually is after Monday. And welcome to another review from me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. Hope you guys are well, keeping fine, whatever you're getting up to, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for all the support that I'm getting over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt and here on my Bearded Berserker YouTube channel, where I'm trying my hardest and working my backside off to try and help small brands, individuals and craftsmen only that are making some really amazing products which we really need to get behind, help them, promote them, support them as much as we possibly can, and not so much these huge, massive, faceless brands that, let's face it, they got a shed ton of cash that they can throw into promoting, marketing and advertising their products that these smaller brands simply don't have, which is why more often than not, they take to social media. Now, with all the reviews that I do on my channel, all of my reviews always have been and always will be completely honest. Everything I do is completely unbiased and everything I do is my own opinion. As with all reviews as well, links will be down below, wherever that is, somewhere down there in the description box. So please give them some help and support and a follow. And yeah. So yeah, still furloughed off of work. It's a horrible, grey, dull day here at the West Norfolk coast. Great, so it's another day in, still furloughed off of work, so woohoo! Great. And today's review. So I need my glasses, hopefully they're clean before I start. Yeah, they're fairly clean. So today's review, I'm splitting down into 3-ish parts. A lot of products come through for me to have a look at, see what I think of and give you guys my honest opinion. And because of the sheer number that was sent through, I didn't want to clog everything up in one review. So I've decided to break it down into sort of little ones. And today's review has been very kindly sent through from Green Man Honey, also known as Avalon Candles. Business card there. Green Man Honey, Nature's Sweet Magic, Historical Beekeeping and Candle Making Displays, World Honey Sweets, Savoury Honey Treats, Dragon Egg Candles, Historical Candle Making, Natural Raw Honey, 100% Pure Beeswax, Honey Soaps and Balms, Beeswax Melts, and on the back, Sustainable and Historical Beekeeping, info at greenmanhoney.co.uk, online markets and events. I will be putting all the links down below, so please give them some help and support and follow him wherever you can. Nice little business card. Feels quite waxy actually. So basically, the chap that runs Green Man Honey and Avalon Candles is a full-time nomad, has a very small workshop, and he does a lot of candle making. Like I say, he's a one-man company. He does living history beekeeping, displays, how to make bee skeps, tending his bees, harvesting, rendering beeswax, making beeswax candles. He also does a lot of festivals and events and stuff like that. Also trades at farmers markets, and a lot of other festivals. His web shop has been running since 12th of May, which, funny enough, is his birthday. All of his products that were sent through are all sent in recycled packaging, so there's no plastic really involved, other than the sweets, which at the moment he has to use that packaging for, but he's looking for an alternative. And he sent me through quite a lot of products for me to have a look at, see what I think of, give you guys my honest opinion. This is actually, I believe, the first ever beeswax candle review that I've done. Like I say, links are going to be down below. We're going to have a look at some of the products that he sent through. Some more products will be in the next review and everything. And straight off the bat, this chap is so passionate about what he does. He's basically left his full-time job, gone completely off-grid. Everything that he uses is kind of renewable energy to create it. He's only running from a small workshop, and the time, effort and care that he's putting into his stuff is just absolutely, truly phenomenal. It's so nice to see with these smaller brands and individuals out there that they've kind of like, they've decided to give up their normal lives and just kind of focus on their passion. And I think it's really nice because it's not work if you actually enjoy what you're doing in life. And it is still nice to see that these kind of whole natural and craftsmanship and people out there are still making products as opposed to just factory-made, churned-out stuff. So the first product we're going to be looking at, everything that came in the box was individually wrapped in this, that doesn't work, but kind of like tissue paper. Oh, made my lips tingle. The first product that was sent through was a box of 7 assorted beeswax candles. Now, all of the products, each one, it's kind of like, just because it's a bigger product or a smaller product, the same amount of time and effort has been put into all of them. Nothing was damaged in transit, which makes a nice change, as was actually delivered yesterday through Hermes. And with the box of 7 assorted candles, comes in a flip-top box with a clear lid, which you can reuse afterwards. Different size candles in there, from larger ones, medium-sized ones, large ones, small ones, and medium-sized ones as well. And also in here, which is pretty damn cool, if you've got a post-it note, post-it board, or whatever, you get these little bee pins in there as well, which is just a nice, really nice little touch, if you know what I mean, as opposed to just a candle. So inside as well is a business card, same as that I showed you at the beginning. Absolutely fantastic as just gifts for the home or gifts for Christmas. And he has so many different designs and everything going. He is constantly adding to them, to designs and what he's creating. So as you can see, that's kind of like rolled beeswax with the taper that runs off. Decent wick on there as well, because usually you just tend to find a single tiny little bit of string coming up, but it's decent wick. We'll go into the benefits of beeswax and everything towards the end of the video. And there's also a code as well. So that is really nice. Just as a tin with your candles in. I lost, turn him around because I did stick the bee on there somewhere, wherever he is. Behave. Bzz, 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 bzz. There we go. Stick that back in there. Sound like a scene from Nanny McPhee. There you go. So that is the tin. I'm going to go through the prices as I'm going through them. And the price on this is £25. Which I think is damn cool, because I've seen craft shops locally to this area and crafts markets that are selling these a lot more expensive. So there you go, that is that one. Moving on, we have pure beeswax candle. Now bear in mind, he makes all of these himself. There's no factory process. He sits there and he makes these. Small blue beeswax jar, Bristol blue colour. £2.50 inside. It's actually been poured in there. You've got your beeswax candle. Kind of has got that back hint of a honey scent to these candles. I know it's beeswax. I'm not stupid, but got really nice scent to it. So small blue beeswax candle. Also, he does for £4 each, either rose gold or silver beeswax candles, and for £4 each, really nice. Plus afterwards you can either use the tins as trinket boxes, and they're naturally nice tins. They're not flimsy, horrible, nasty tins that I have seen before, a rose gold or a silver. But the cool thing is afterwards you can either use them to store bits and pieces in, or if you take these to one of the events, he will actually refill the whole candle for you and everything for £2, which is nice. And it takes a couple of hours to do and to set and everything. But that is such a nice idea. Send your pack or go with your packaging to one of the events, Jorvik Viking Festival or something, and he'll actually refill them for you. Really nice as presents. Plus you get a really cool container afterwards. So that's cool at £4. He also does a lot of carvings and stuff like that himself, and some of the pieces that are just absolutely staggering, bearing in mind they're actually beeswax. So this one is the Skull Warrior. Like I say, there was no damage to this whatsoever. Everything was really nicely packaged. There's going to be a lot of burn time in this because this is a heavy old beastie. If I hold it up, you can see all the detailing that's in there towards the back of the eyes, the chain mail, even around the helmet. Decent wick. You see a whack on there. decent wick as well. And the thing that I like about as well with Green Man Honey Avalon Candles is the fact you can buy candles just kind of like your regular sort that you're quite happy to burn, and also these which are really nice as decorative pieces, or if you're having a dinner party or friends around, you can kind of like create a nice table piece. Is it centerpiece? Was it centerpiece or table piece? Centerpiece, isn't it?
Centerpiece.
Yeah, centerpiece. Create a nice centerpiece on your table with it and flowers and stuff, so you can really create some nice stuff. Or you, as I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave it on an ornament as an ornament and put it on the shelf. Price on this bad boy, the Skull Warrior, not Warrior, I'm a warrior, that's a warrior, is £20. So again, pretty cheap when you consider the amount of time, effort and patience and work that's got into this. A lot of the items as well are hand carved, and even if you can see on the back as well, you've got kind of like the Celtic knotwork and everything in it, so really, really cool. You can stand there, Bob. Also, I absolutely love this fella. He is spectacular. This is the large lion. And again, as if I spin him around, you can just see the detail that's in it. No chips, knocks, bangs or anything like that. He's definitely not going to get burnt. He's going to sit up there, if I just swivel the camera slightly, next to my Scottish, sorry, I've got a broken finger, but there you go. Next to my Scottish coat of arms. So he's going to sit up on there with Scully. Really, really cool. Again, same price, £20. And I'll tell you what you could do if you were artistic, clever or whatever. On the blank shield on the front, you could get a hot needle or a hot piece of wire or something, or carve something in there, or put a heart in there, so you can sort of adapt that. Really nice scent. When I actually opened the box, looking at the items yesterday, the smell that come out was absolutely stunning. So also he does scented candles. He has a choice of over 50 scents using essential oils. They're all handmade and natural as well. Nice Nature's Sweet Magic, www.greenmanhoney.co.uk. This one's coconut and the other one is ylang ylang. So I haven't lit these as yet, but the scent that comes out of them is not ridiculously overpowering. I do like my candles that kind of like the scent goes throughout the house. Really nice scent, the ylang ylang one. My favourite one though is the coconut, because it reminds me of my surfing days. We used to get board wax, sex wax, Mrs. Palmer's and stuff like that. And I used to have, they used to for a while do air fresheners that you go put into your car and everything. Smells just like that. Really nice deep coconut, you sort of exotic smell. Decent burn time, got warnings on the back. To prevent fire and serious injury, don't set fire to yourself or the house. Always keep an eye on it. Don't leave candles burning. Nice little tins as well. I don't know whether he does refills on these or not. I don't know. I know he does on the smaller tins, so there is possibly a chance that he would do a refill on these. Like I say, over 50 different scents, and these are £8 each, and you can't complain. Really nice as Christmas presents, birthday presents, gifts, or just for your home and everything. And it's nice, like I say, you've got the sculptures, you've got these ones which you're quite happy to burn a candle like this because you can use the tin afterwards, so you haven't got to worry about ruining a design or something. So really, really nice, and I love the scents on these. They actually smell like they're supposed to, because there is nothing worse than going out and buying a scented candle and you get it home and it don't smell anything like it's supposed to. So sorry, they were £8 each. Also, for those of you, I've never actually watched it, but apparently there's something called Game of Thrones or something, some series or other. I've never watched it. I've watched Vikings and Peaky Blinders and stuff like that, but never really got into Game of Thrones because I'm not in sort of dragons and stuff. But for all of your fans of the show, he has done a throne as well. And the price on this, £4. And I'm sure that if I was into Game of Thrones and I got this, it's cool anyway because it's made out of swords and everything. Absolutely brilliant. Just nice as a little gift, stocking filler and stuff like that at Christmas if you're into that sort of thing. Birthday present, Again, really, really cool for the amount of art or work that's got into it. As you can see, no issues with broken bits or anything. Packaged really, really well. And the price on that, only £4. And because it's that Thrones program and everything, you would have assumed it would have been a lot more expensive. But no, pretty damn cheap. Also, moving on, or barring on, we have Woolly the Sheep. The price of Woolly the Sheep is £3. And again, really cool. You can see all the little curls and everything in there. So, really nice. Everything's made out of beeswax. Nice little design, nice little stocking filler. There you go, £3 on that. Also, he does tea lights as well. Bag of 5 tea lights in a nice golden foil bag. Handmade. Nature's Sweet Magic, www.greenmanhoney.com. And these are the bigger tea lights, the thicker ones. Our shop that's down the road from us, because we've got oil burners and stuff, wax burners. The only ones we can get are the thinner ones that only seem to last about half an hour because they're really bad. These are the decent thick-filled ones. No particular scent on those, but the wax in general does have that sort of honey back note to it. And the price on the 5 tea lights, £2.50. Pop them up there. Also, he does exclusively imported honey sweets, which are to die for. I've never really had any honey sweets before. I think I've had tea cakes before, the little brown ones, and they got sort of honeyish notes to them. It was kind of like make or break with the sweets, whether he got them or not, but he decided to push the boat out, and they come in 100-gram bags, or you can buy bigger quantities of them. Me and the unbearded berserker last night sat there trying them, munching on them. Damn, they are amazing. So he does loads of different varieties. I'm just going to go through them in general. All come individually wrapped in little bags like this. Even if you can see on the packaging, it's got little bees on there. So we've got the precious woodland honey and eucalyptus, because as you know, honey is good for your health, natural source of sugar. All of the sweets are made out of 100% pure honey, essential oils and medical grade herbs. And the honey is quite actually a precious commodity. Yeah, you can buy this cheap, horrible, watered down honey and stuff, sort of like from pound shops and everything else, but it's not proper honey. And whereas proper honey is quite expensive stuff. Remember back in the 80s, they used to do like royal jelly pills and everything. They're ridiculously expensive. So, precious woodland honey and eucalyptus. There is also precious honey and milk. Love these ones. I've been scoffing on these this morning since 4 o'clock. I'm going to end up with type 2 diabetes by the end of the day. And I'll leave those ones for just a second. Also, little lollipops as well. This is precious honey and cream lolly. All individually wrapped in a bag. Also got, what are we on? 18 minutes. Right. Precious honey and cream. Again, all of these are individually bagged. You can see splits in the bottom where I've been trying them. Precious honey with aniseed and fennel. Really, really nice for winter, those ones. And the eucalyptus ones that I just showed you a minute ago. Not too eucalyptus-y. Really nice for winter and cough sweets. We've also got precious honey and lemon. Again, really nice, soothing on the throat. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm trying to reach. Dutch soft honey licorice. Really, really nice. I love licorice and Pontefract cakes and stuff like that. And like I say, the bags that they come in, really nice for gifts, Christmas presents, birthdays. Just precious honey lollies. I'll say something about all of these in just a second once I've shown you them all. You've got precious woodland honey and sage. They're really nice. You can see them spilling out because I opened the bottom to try them. They're really nice. Kind of got a medieval taste to them, that one, which I like. We've got just regular honeybee sweets. Precious honey with herbs and propolis. I haven't actually tried those ones yet, to be honest with you. And we've got precious honey and sage. And my two favourites out of the whole pack are the precious honey special. Really, really nice. And even, I say these are exclusively imported sweets for Green Man Honey, Avalon Candles. But my favourites, because he put on the website when I was doing all the research and everything for this, precious honey and sea buckthorn. And he says on the website, and he said to me in a message when I was chatting to him, that out of everything that he does, these are his favourite, and he nearly didn't start selling them because he liked them that much. And I was like, sea buckthorn, I've never really tried that in my life. These are to die for. So the point, I'm going to have one now and probably ruin the review and my teeth and definitely develop type 2 diabetes. They are my favourite. They've got kind of like, they have a sea buckthorn taste to it, almost like a citrusy note to them as well. And with all of the sweets, they've kind of got like, apart from the lollies, sort of soft, almost chewy honey centre to them. And they all taste pretty much of 100% pure honey that you'd find in like honeycomb. If you've ever had honeycomb to cheap honey, you know the difference between the two is like miles. And also honey dipper, and periodically from time to time he tends to leave a lot of the honey in the hives to make sure that the bees can sustain themselves through autumn and winter. He does do honey occasionally, not very much of it, but nice little birchwood honey dipper, £2.50p. And I certainly know shops locally around the area that are going to be charging stuff like £5 for these. So really, really nice. And honey's a really good antiseptic as well for wounds. Turn my notes over. So with him, because he's self-contained and basically living off grid, nothing goes to waste. He said everything goes to waste. Nothing goes to waste. Even all the excess honeycomb and wax that's left over, he uses for firelighters. Also makes furniture polish. Now the positives of beeswax, I'll put Larry the Lion there, is that sorry, I haven't got some sort of ulcer turned up in my mouth. It's sweet. All the products are hypoallergenic. They create negative ions. They're all natural, non-toxic, naturally scented. Beeswax actually lasts longer, and it's a cleaner burn as well, so you don't get drips and everything that you would do from paraffin wax. And because it's burns at a higher rate, it's got a higher burn rate or melting height. It actually provides a brighter candle light than paraffin wax. It's also a cleaner burn. It's renewable resource. It's got a longer shelf life. And beeswax is actually one of the oldest candle types, dating back to medieval and ancient times. It's safe for use with people with respiratory problems, and it also helps deodorize air. So this is the first review, lasting 23 minutes 32 seconds so far, and also there is a code. So if you use on the checkout, if you're buying anything, I would highly recommend this stuff. It is just out of this world. Minimum order of £20. If you use all one word, drink mead, as the code, one surprise candle and £1 of each order will be donated to the 1066 Battle of Stamford Bridge Society, which is really, really cool. If you don't know what Stamford Bridge is and the relevance between Vikings and everything, go check it out, because it's literally about the Vikings were kind of caught. They tried to leg it, and one sort of alleged berserker stood there on the bridge and fought off loads and loads of the English, allowing the Vikings to kind of escape. So that is the Battle of Stamford Bridge, but really, really cool cause. And yeah, I cannot rate this chap enough, considering it's just one bloke. He's not in a factory. He's got a little container that he makes his stuff from, and workshop. His web shop is live as well. I will be doing the second part of the review in a few days' time, but thank you so much to Mov from Green Man Honey and Avalon Candles for sending these through. Absolutely stunning. Excuse me, I still have this sweet in my mouth. I'm not going to chew it because otherwise I'm going to crack a tooth. I hope you have enjoyed this review. Links will be down below. Please be sure to give him some help and support because he has left the rat race, become completely self-sufficient, living off-grid. Give him some help, give him some support because he needs it. Thank you so much. Whatever you're getting up to, whatever you're doing today, keep on taking care of each other, helping, supporting each other, and above all, keep on loving each other because you only live once, so make the most of it. Thank you guys for bearing with me in this review from me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. Have a great one, guys. Thank you.